Comes to me and spending, we basically don't know the word self-restraint, as you can see from the pile of books behind me, and there's a couple more there too. It is time for another special edition book haul. I bought these all with my own money, guys, like RIP me. Some of them are pre-orders, some of them are not, some of them are like book of the month, like subscription boxes. My Kindle is charging, so let's just ignore that, but let's get straight into it. Let's just go over the ones that come today because I have not looked at these at all. So this is, I believe, what is the final book in the pre-order of the series. I think it's either book 3 or book 4, but I'm pretty sure it is the final book. I'll have to look at previous ones. This is Queen of Quarantine by the Twisted Sisters. So Susan Valenti and Caroline Peckham, who wrote Zodiac Academy, and this is a Why Choose From What I Know. But we have Gorgeous Sprayed Edge, and I actually cannot wait to read the series, guys. I've actually just started Ruthless Boys Dark Fae, so that's exciting because I'm having the best time with that. And dare I say it's better than Zodiac Academy, and I'm only 25% in, so that is a big thing. So the dust jacket, as always, is like a reversible dust jacket of the front cover, but just a bigger version. And then the actual naked hardcover has these like holographic sides and with some writing on the back. And then, as always, we've got some character art inside, and it is signed. So this is what we've got. We've got a bit of feminine rage, what it looks like at this one. And some fight in there. Not sure what is going on. This is Queen of Quarantine. Yeah, so maybe they're like forced proximity and they're all getting enough of each other. But by the looks of it, they will end up having a good time. The next book is The Page and Wick, which I believe... I don't know if this is the June one or the May one. I'm really not sure, but it came today and it's the 5th of June. So it's A Dark Forgetting by Kristen Cicerelli, who wrote The Crimson Moth or Rebel Witch, depending on obviously. Is it Rebel Witch? No, that's the second one. Crimson Moth or Hunter's Keep or something like that. There's two, there's like a thing. I think Crimson Moth was like the UK version and the US had like their own version. Anyway, not a clue what this is about. It's got a gorgeous sprayed edge as usual. There's no reversible dust jacket, but there is a naked hardcover, which is like a tree, roots and butterflies, and again with some musical notes, so that could be really exciting. There's some character art on the front. Who we've got, who I assume is our FMC, and we've got who I assume is our MMC on the back. In this we seem to have a Wood King, and I believe the FMC Emmeline, it has like a singer or something, and that's what is to do with the music notes on the back. So okay, and then we've got a big pile. This was like a pre-order from like last year. This is probably like my longest pre-order, I think, and it is the Bridgerton series, guys, and it is stunning. And they're small books too, like I don't know if you can tell, like compared to like a normal hardback, which I love this size. But they basically, and we try and grab them up because it's hard, but they've all got sprayed edges, and then all on the other side, if I can hold it up, if you can hear anything in the background, Jack's cooking dinner, so it's like the windows, like the Bridgerton windows, which I love. Then we have got All This Twisted Glory by Tara Maffey. This one I was waiting for ages because I ordered it with the Bridgerton set, so they wouldn't send it out until that was in, because otherwise you'd have to pay like double shipping. And so I was like, okay, cool. So anyway, this is stunning, and this is the artwork inside. I'm a pink girly through and through. I've not read any of Tara Maffey's yet, signed also. But I've heard mixed reviews about the Shatter Me series, to be honest. Some people either love it or they hate it, so we'll see how we stand. I think it is like a YA one as well, but I'm excited to see who finally Aaron Warner is and see if he fits our vibe. Then we've got The Forbidden Wing, which is the May box, I believe, which is Mermaid in Manhattan by Jessica Gadzielia. And I have not heard anything about this book, so I literally have no clue, but the cover is pretty. We've got sort of like the holographic again. So it's the perfect sexy rom-com for fans of Aquamarine and Jenna Levine. I don't know who Jenna is, but Aquamarine, I feel like, is every girl of like my generation's age, and also like H2O, add water. So I feel like this could be good. It could either be like really cheesy or good, or it could be both. It could be like cheesy but good. So this is Iris loves being a mermaid, so when her mum, Queen of the Ocean, declares that she's to be wed to a human, she's furious. Okay, so it's actually one that they make them turn into a human and they're actually sad about it. This is the naked hardcover, so we've got the mermaid on the front, there's nothing on the back, and then we've got some character art. I'm assuming she's a bit like Bambi on ice because she's not used to having 2 feet. And then we've got a scene where they're obviously in water, and I'm assuming she's in her mermaid form. Then we've got Power Play by Chelsea Koto, which is the works edition, so they're bringing these out sort of like once every like couple of months. So we got, last time we got Face Off, and now we got Power Play, and they've all got like sprayed edges on them, which amazing. I cannot wait to read the series, guys. I feel like this series could be like a god tier hockey series for me. Like, I love me a hockey romance. Why has he got like weird little like Coraline eyes there? Like, that's creepy, right? Then we've got Fever Dream by Elsie Silver. I think this is the works edition, so I think there was like a TG Jones, which used to be WH Smith edition, and it's got like a different edge, but I don't think it has like the foldable like cover, which is like attached, by the way. But we've got artwork on this, which is I'm assuming why we've got it. So we've got this, we're in a diner. I think I did speak about this before, but it's set on like I think it's Emmett is his name, yeah, Emmett, who is Theo Silver from Reckless's rival, and Julia, who is Theo's sister. So it's his rival and his sister, and Emmett goes on like a dating show and she's working like production, and I think it's like a bit of a forbidden love, but I'm excited to see where it goes because I've not heard of anything like that before. Then we've got the Fairy Loot edition of The Night Prince by Laura Palpraman. I think that's how you say it. I'm really not good at pronouncing names, guys. And The Wolf King's actually on my TBR this month for my book club, so I'm excited to read that. I've heard good things. I'm going to immersive read it, so I'm going to do audio and Kindle read. And I did have The Wolf King Fairy Tale? It's because I've just read that. Fairy Loot is up there somewhere, or maybe on the other side, so we do have that. But it's a reversible dust jacket, but I do prefer like the other one that's not like the traditional one. And then so that's the back, and then this is the front. So we've got one of the main characters, so the light's a bit reflecting on it, but I love it. I love it when like the hardcovers have something like about them. And then we've got, so on the first end paper we've got one of the possible MMCs. We've got the other one, I believe one is called Blake and the other one is called Callum, I want to say. That could be right. Let me know if you're Blake or a Callum girly. Like I said, I've not read it yet, so once I decide, I'll let you guys know. My toxic trait is when there is a love triangle in a series, being a why she's girly, I'm like, why can't she just go with both? That's a toxic trait I have, but you know, they can't because it's a love triangle, but that's what I'm always thinking. Then we've got the Fairy Loot, which was the, I think it's the adult, I don't know if it's the adult book or adult romantasy book of the month of May, I believe it was. This is Deathbringer by Sonia Tagliarini. I think I read the blurb of this and it did sound really, really good, but we've got sprayed edge to start with. I've got to show you that. Then we've got a reversible dust jacket, but again, I think I prefer the one that they put on it. And then we've got the naked hardcover, which is left there, which I think that's really pretty. And then we've got some writing on the back which you cannot see because of the light. It says, hope is like a serpent, it sheds its skin with promise while silently seeping venom into your veins. And this is the front end papers, and then we've got the back end papers as well. The premise of the book, it says, a forbidden love, a hidden murderer, a deadly magic. And Viola, who is the FMC, can speak to the dead. So she's been born with the ability to speak to the dead. And for some reason she hates that magic. So apparently it killed her sister Olivia, and she needs to now find out why before like it kills her as well. Then we've got some normal books. So we got Bulletproof by KM Morinova, which I always love the covers of these, and also the sprayed edges. So we've got like a skull with, it's holding a bullet, I just think then, and then like a biker helmet. It's also got some like artwork inside, and the artwork always looks sick. And it's not the big book either, which I feel like sometimes with the paperbacks coming out, like they just get a bit hefty, and sometimes it can be a bit chore to read because you're like, oh, you kind of like putting it off because you don't want it to start a big massive book, whereas like that you could just easily do that in a day. Then we got the Daisy Chain Flower Shop. I just really want to read this to complete the series, but the series is not my favourite. I don't think anything's got like above a 3.5 star, but this could be the one. This could be the one, guys, you never know. And it's got sprayed edges. I think they only got the last 4 books have had sprayed edges. I'm pretty sure the first 2 haven't, or if they have, I've missed them. Then we've got the Lilac Library May subscription, which is Love Song by Elle Kennedy, which I'm excited for. Like, I feel like this has really, really mixed reviews. I've seen people either hating this or loving it, so it can really go either way, but it is a cute edition. That's the word I was trying to think then. And then we've got, so on the front you can see all the writing, and then the back is basically like a whole essay, so I won't bore you and read it. I'm assuming it's probably going to be like a song, because obviously it's called Love Song. So we've got, it's obviously like a holiday type romance. This would be perfect, like if I was going to like a beach or something, this is what I would definitely read. And then, oh, on the spine I didn't even realise it's got like a guitar for him to play it. Then we've got the Smut and Sip, which was, I believe this was the May one, but it's Of Ink and Alchemy by Sloane C. James, and I've heard really, really good things about this one. And I mean, that cover, I think I might have to pick this up soon actually. There's Tattoo Guns, I believe they're both tattoo artists, and I feel like it could be like a spicy good time. So potentially a tattoo artist and a photographer coming together. I don't think there's actually a blurb on this one because it's not like, it doesn't have a dust jacket. Then we've got A Curse of Shadows and Ice by Katharina Mora. Again, guys, like most of these come and like, you know, you just put them there, you don't even think about what they're about or anything like that. But this one has a cursed emperor, a princess with forbidden magic, a marriage that could save them all. So it sounds like it could be like a marriage of convenience, and it's also a Beauty and the Beast retelling, so that could be fun. And then on the front it says, he's the one they call a monster, yet it is I who acts like one. Okay, so it could like a reverse Beauty and the Beast maybe. Arrival Most Vile by R.K. Ashwick. This looks like it could be like a cutesy romantasy, but sometimes the covers are deceiving because I picked up, when was it, what was it, I haven't read it yet, but Weaving Shore, and then when I looked at the end papers it did look really, really good, and it sounded quite good. Okay, so this seems like this is like an MM romance potentially, if it is a romantasy anyway. 2 potion shops, 1 heated rivalry until hate bubbles over into something else. Okay, so it seems like it's an MM romance. I don't know if it's like a YA one, and they have like rival shops next to each other. So finally, we've got Credence by Penelope Douglas. This is the After Dark Bookshop, I want to say. Yeah, the After Dark Bookshop version. I love Credence. I know this is not for everybody, guys, because it has like step uncle and step cousins, but it was one of the first like books I read after my Colleen Hoover like one last year, and I devoured this. This is set in like a mountain. Our FMC Tiernan is her name, I believe. She basically, her parents have, and she gets sent to live with her step uncle, who she's never met. Like she's known of him, but she's like never met him, doesn't know him, didn't grow up with him, and she's basically sent to live there because she's just about to turn 18. She's not quite 18, so she goes live there. He has 2 sons, and it goes from there. They sort of, it's over winter and they get like snowed in to the cabin, and she's just turned 18 at this point, and yeah, that is all I say. But we've got some words on the sprayed edge, and then we've got what I assume is Uncle Jake, and then obviously Tiernan. This is a spicy good time. If you want a book that's gonna make you blush, this is the one, guys. That is it for the book haul. Like I said, no self-restraint. Most of these are pre-orders, and yeah, that is it. We're up to date. We're back on schedule now. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can head over to Bookstagram and BookTok, tias_book_corner to check me out, or I post on here every Thursday and Sunday at 5 PM UK time.